Have you ever thought that comfort might be the greatest danger in life? The story of a flock of vultures that stumbled upon a lush green island will show us exactly that. One day, while flying across the ocean, a flock of vultures accidentally discovered a beautiful island. The place was peaceful, filled with the green of trees, cool streams, and above all, an abundance of food. Fish in the river, frogs by the shore, and many small sea creatures. For those who were used to roaming, endlessly facing scarcity and danger, this island was nothing short of paradise. A young vulture cried out, "This is the place we have always dreamed of. No need to fly far for food. No need to fear predators lurking. Here, we just eat and rest." The idea was quickly accepted by the whole flock. They decided to settle down and make the island their new home. As time passed, their lives grew easier and easier. No need to take flight anymore. Their wings slowly weakened. Without sharpening themselves in the hunt, their claws grew dull. Day by day, their survival instinct faded, replaced by laziness and complacency. Within this seemingly perfect tranquility, the seeds of tragedy were quietly sown. Days turned into months, and the Paradise Island transformed the once proud vultures into lazy creatures. At first, they still flapped their wings occasionally, still scratched their claws against tree trunks, but gradually, those needs disappeared. Why fly when food was always at their feet? Why sharpen claws when there was no prey strong enough to resist? Day after day, the wings that once dominated the skies became weak, only able to glide short distances. The sharp talons that were once their pride became blunt and fragile. While the younger vultures reveled in this peace, one old vulture quietly observed. He had lived through dense jungles, had seen hunters and wild beasts, and understood that prolonged peace often hides great danger. His aging eyes grew heavy with worry. One morning, he gathered the flock and spoke in a hoarse but firm voice. "You have forgotten who you are. Your wings no longer have the strength to face the wind. Your claws no longer sharp enough to fight. This island is weakening us day by day. If danger comes, will you be able to escape? We need to leave, to return to the jungle where real life exists, where wings and claws are tested." But his warning only made the young ones laugh. They mocked him as fearful, overly cautious, incapable of enjoying life. A bold young vulture retorted, "Here, we are safe. Here, there is no threat. Why abandon this paradise to return to hunger and danger?" "You worry too much, old one." Laughter echoed across the island, drowning out the heavy sigh of the old vulture. He knew, when wings have forgotten the sky, the soul also forgets survival, and trials were only a matter of time. Life drifted on quietly. The vultures repeated the same routine, eating, sleeping, resting. They believed this land would be safe forever. But one day, a large ship appeared offshore. From it, people released several leopards, powerful and agile predators. At first, the leopards were unfamiliar with their new surroundings, wandering aimlessly, seemingly uninterested in the vultures perched on low branches. The flock looked on casually, some even sneered. "See, the old one worried for nothing." But nature never forgives weakness. Within days, the leopards realized the truth. These once masters of the sky could no longer fly. Their wings flapped clumsily before collapsing, unable to lift off. Their claws were soft, incapable of defense. And so, the nightmare began. The wee Mayan leopards attacked. One vulture tried to take flight but managed only a few weak steps before falling, instantly caught. Another scrambled up a low branch in panic, only to be dragged down in a flash. Screams echoed across the island, mixing with the chilling sounds of a one-sided hunt. Day after day, their numbers dwindled. Those who once boasted about choosing the easy life now faced the harsh truth. They had lost the one ability that could protect them, the power to fly and survive. With nowhere to run, no strength to fight, the vultures fell one after another under the predator's claws. Silence soon engulfed the island. The paradise of comfort had become a graveyard, where arrogant laughter now existed only in memory. Months later, after leaving the island on his own journey, the old vulture decided to return. Deep inside, he still held a fragile hope. Perhaps the young had changed their minds. Perhaps they had heeded his warning and rebuilt their strength. But when he landed, the sight before him left him stunned. The once lush island was cloaked in death. The trees were still green, the sky still bright, but the ground was littered with the bodies of vultures. Many had been torn apart by leopard claws, leaving only feathers scattered in the wind. The air was heavy with silence. No more laughter, no more chatter of a lively flock, only emptiness and sorrow. The old vulture walked slowly among the remains, his heart heavy with grief. He did not blame, nor was he angry, only deeply saddened. In a shadowed corner, he heard a faint breath. Moving closer, he found a young vulture, battered and broken, wings shattered, barely alive. Its weak eyes lifted toward the elder, whispering, with a trembling voice, "You were right. We forgot how to fly, how to fight. When the leopards came, we could not run, we could not resist. They killed us all, only because we trusted comfort too much. If only we had listened to you."